HadesOmega here. I'm gonna go take an Electric CO bike out for a demo ride on the track. Okay. Cool deal. Alrighty. Alright, yeah, so he said I could go I can go ride it, so I'll just take it easy, man. It's not your bike, so it's really low. Yeah, it's low compared to my bike. I feel like I just yeah, it's really low compared to my bike. The bars are really low. Alright, so this is Electric CO. This is the bike that won the race, guys, so he's let me ride it. So I'm just going to take it for a spin and tell you guys what I think about it before I get too tired. But the dude that raced me was really fast on this bike. It feels like the front wants to get up. It's really low to the ground. Oh. Yeah, I feel like it's it's lowered or something, like it doesn't have a lot of travel. Alright, this doesn't have a regen throttle set up like mine. I obviously don't ride it as fast as that other dude, so oh, whoa, almost lost it there. My foot slipped off the peg. Alright. It's got a lot of power. I want to do a launch on it. When we come back. Yeah, it's really easy to ride because it's so low. It's got a lot of power, but I can't use it, you know? Wow. Okay, let me try another launch. I want to try the whole shot. Do a start launch. Man. Yeah, that's fast, but I want to test the power out. Alright, here we go. Whole shot power. Oh, whoa! The front immediately came up. Okay, keep your weight on the front. Yeah, it's got a lot of power, but the throttle's very smooth. It comes on nicely. But oh, whoa! Oh, man. Yeah, it's totally different than my bike. The throttle's nice and smooth. Yeah, let me just take it easy. See how easy it is to ride slow. I'm not gonna jump these. It just feels weird, different than my bike. easily lofts the front up. And it hooks up nicely too. This is really the only place I can punch it. Okay. Well, I liked it. It's totally different. The bars are lower. It feels like the bike is lower. Very good power. Very smooth throttle. It's got this fancy body kit on it. I think it's a 3M Foundry kit. I want to ride it more, but I'm tired. Let's go one more time. All right. Oh, barely. Oh yeah, you know what? There's the eco mode. We'll try that after. Yeah, it grips nicely. Oh, whoa. Yeah, it doesn't like to get air. It must be tuned up that way. This is tuned for that guy's riding style. Okay. Oh, was that the EP mode? That was the EP mode. Oh my god, I've been riding it in the EP mode the whole time. Okay, well, let's just go back to EP mode. Oop. A race? Okay, well, I'm just gonna follow you, dude. It's not my bike, so... Okay. Kid's fast. There's a stock Sur on there, guys. Yeah, it is easier to control an EP bike. You gotta twist it a lot more. Okay, cool. I'm done. That was fun. Yeah, I'm not good enough to use all that power. But it's pretty easy to ride. I feel like the suspension is better on my bike.
Like, hey, HadesOmega here. So this is kind of a add-on video clip to that Electric CO Sur Ron ride. All right, the Sur Ron Light Bee, the one that they had built for this rider to race in the Sur Ron Open class. All right, so man, I don't remember his name, man, but yeah, so they had built this bike with their controller. And like they just set up the suspension and stuff so he could race, and I think it had a stock Sur Ron motor on it. All right, probably won't for much longer. I don't know, and it had one of their their controllers on it, all right, the Electro CO controllers, the EMX controllers. Give a little more information about that bike, because I got to talk with Austin from Electric & Company about like how the parts are for the bike and stuff. So what he was telling me is that he wants like a plug and play installation, all right? So basically you install the controller and that's it. It's set up to ride like a certain way, and it's like perfect already. Like there's no cutting out and stuff like that, all right? No overheating, and like he told me like, yeah, it should be able to handle these temps here, and it was like hot. It was like 100 degrees. The BSC 4000 controller was getting hot like fast. Like normally I don't see that controller get very hot, all right? and it did in this environment, is what I'm gonna say, all right? And yeah, he was saying like, yeah, it can handle it, no problem. And what else? I think they were using, the battery they were using was a battery that they designed. It was a smaller battery, all right? So that bike was built to be as light as possible. I don't remember how light he said it was, but he asked me if I'd weighed my bike before, and I remember I weighed it a while back. I don't know if it weighs that much right now, but like yeah, I told him it weighs 125 pounds, and then he was telling me theirs weighs like 118 pounds or something. All right, so like they shaved off like 6-7 pounds by putting a smaller battery on it. Reason being is, for motocross racing, you don't really need that big a battery, all right? You're just going around the track and doing laps. For one race, I think the battery on my Sur Ron, the Lightspeed battery, will probably eat up like 25%, not all that much, okay? So that just goes you to show, if you're racing, you probably don't need that big a battery. Maybe half the size of the battery would be okay, you know, it's dependent on the, you know, the weight and all that stuff. But yeah, apparently during the race, that battery could handle it. Okay, so that's a little more extra stuff about that Electric & Company bike that I rode. He says he didn't want it so like you could change a bunch of settings and stuff. There was an EP mode and there was a sport mode, and I hate to say it, I kind of forgot about it. I don't remember what mode I was in riding in, but it's just like, it's kind of like the Alta, dude. I can't twist the throttle all the way on the Alta, man. It's just way too much power for a rider like me, okay? And so I never really got on it all that much, but from what I remember, the throttle was really smooth. It was really progressive and nice, and then maybe when you got past like a quarter throttle, then it woke up. It woke up a whole lot. I think I don't quite remember, but I think he told me the bike was tuned for 15 kilowatt. All right, 15 kilowatt, that bike. So pretty much as much power as a BSC 8, as much power as you would want to run with like a BSC 8000 on it. Okay. Yeah, sorry I didn't really get too many pictures about it. It did have that 4M Foundry body kit on it, so it was like the only one that had it there, you know, and I got to ride it, so pretty cool. I liked it. I know I kind of talked about the suspension too much, the way it feels, because it felt like totally different than my bike. It was low, it was supposed to be lightweight, and like, yeah, you could just really toss it into the corner better than my bike. My bike is kind of tall, just, you know, I feel my bike soaks up the bumps better. You know, but I've set my bike better for like enduro riding, all right? And this guy apparently didn't need that better suspension, man, like, because he was ripping on it. That's what I was saying. Okay, but yeah, you know, the stock suspension on the Sur Ron is actually pretty good for motocross. That's what I've realized, because the track is smooth. It's fine. You don't need really good suspension for motocross on it. I know it sounds kind of backwards, right? But no, you don't. and HadesOmega's experience and opinion, that's what I think. You don't really need better suspension if you're going to be riding on a motocross track with the Light Bee, all right? Will it save you? Yeah, you know, it might save you if you hit like a rut or bump or something. You know, it might react a little better, the whoops and stuff. But for the most part, motocross tracks are pretty smooth, all right, guys. the enduro stuff and really rough trail riding and like little whoops and washboards, yeah, that's what you're gonna want. Better suspension. But I felt, yeah, you didn't really need that good of suspension. And I think that bike was set up to ride with, like, you know, that guy riding wide open throttle, man. And it had a lot of power. I was able to really open up that throttle maybe like once or twice on the back straight, going to like where the finish line is. All right, and then like that was it. All right, and I could barely clear the tabletop. Yeah, I could barely clear the tabletop. Where my bike, I'm almost over jumping that tabletop. So yeah, so what he told me is that the bike was set up. If you set your rebound up a certain way, you'll feel like you're flying higher, and then but when you hit the ground, it'll bounce, all right, and you don't want it to bounce. And I know that. I know my bike does that because when I went off a big enough, if you go off a big enough jump and you bound about, it'll bounce, all right. It will. So maybe I have to mess around with my rebound a little more, all right. But yeah, it's suspension tuning is like a freaking art, man. I'm telling you. But anyway, yeah, that bike was pretty incredible. Like I couldn't get it to overheat, but it was like towards the end of the day. It was like at night already when it already cooled off of quite a bit. It was still like 80 something degrees out, man. And like, yeah, like I think, I know, I wish I had more time with it. I wish I had time to ride it on the street. So I would say, ride it somewhere else. But I think like everything still works on the bike. Like the speedometer still works, everything still works. The EP mode and the sport mode switch, they still worked. You would still have a EP mode and a sport mode. And I guess I think the EP mode was like half the power or something, and you can get on it more. Honestly, I wasn't twisting it enough to really make a difference. I know the sport mode, the power will come on faster for sure. But it's not like, yeah, like it's not like, oh damn, it's crazy powerful, you know. But it was easy to ride, all right. It was like, since I'm like not that skilled a rider, it made it all not too hard to ride, is what I would say. All right, like I knew, yeah, I couldn't twist it all the way, but like, yeah, it was easy to ride. That's what I would say. Okay, so yeah, check out Electric and Company for that for their Sur Ron stuff. Good stuff. If they're winning races, it's got to tell you something, right? All right.